Alright guys, so we are officially back from SEMA. I don't know why the fuck I'm smiling, because I just had a knockout, drag-out type of day. We decided to do one of the worst sets of wheels fucking possible. So these are 22 8.25 wheels. If you know anything about Kenda tires are like really true to size for some weird reason, compared to most tires. But this is a 33, 12.5, 22 that we squeezed onto a 8.25. Now, that doesn't sound bad until you actually have to deal with like a true to size tire. And that's an F-rated tire, so it's very, very like thick and hard. So currently we broke that machine. Hopefully the guy comes to tell me what's wrong with that, because I think we popped a wire or something, but that thing has no drive on it. And I was 3 wheels deep when I did that one. So I busted this one out. I got this one to finish off the others. But yeah, we do your 305s on 14 wides. We also do a lot of the crazy dually setups. Well, I'm going to say starting to do a lot more of the crazy dually setups. So unfortunately, these ones would happen, and the reason they're here and there's no truck here is because those became too wide. So the offsets on these wheels do not work to do this. So we have to buy them a spacer. So we have spacers coming tomorrow. Don't come at me in the comments over a dually on spacers. People do it all the time. It's not the best, but it is what it is. This is what he came off of, like a 265 45. Yeah, 265 45 22. We put him on a 33. So we honestly weren't expecting to have too many issues, but we ended up having some issues. So we did give him some spacers, but they were the wrong size. So yeah, I just spent 6 hours doing 6 dually tires, mounting, balancing, all that. So not very fun, but it is what it is. Stay tuned for more content. Fortunately, I didn't get any today of doing the actual stuff because it sucked, and the customer was here all day. So it is what it is. See you on the next one. So we have a bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline, but I wanted to display these today. So had a good set of friends from my dad's history come in, and they wanted these tires swapped over. We just swapped over from some chrome, essentially 5 spokes that look real similar to these ones. They have a Fox body, so they wanted these. We got them knocked out. We're still waiting on the spacers for the dually. Then that thing will be knocked out today. But if you guys need wheels, tires, suspension, anything like that, contact us. We are starting to book up for the rest of this month, sort of. So just contact us. Let's get you on the schedule. Let's get the part ordered, because sometimes parts are waiting a little bit, and we will get you in here as soon as we can. See you guys in the next one. All right, so this is that dually I was telling you guys about yesterday. He drove away, but he came back because we had to finish off getting the spacers for the rear end here so that these big meaties can fit, because as you can see, they're actually pretty close as it is. But I got just enough room in here where we feel safe, so he'll be good. Definitely sticks out just a little bit. His dog is so cute. This dog is so cute. All right, girl. All right, it's such a cute dog. But yeah. Truck is all squared away. Looks awesome. All right, this is a quick PSA to everyone that lives up in the Northwoods, whether it's southern Wisconsin, middle Wisconsin, Iowa, anything, anywhere that gets snow. It is coming to snow season, guys. Don't get caught off guard. Make sure that you guys get new tires. Customer just came in. He's coming off of these. I don't even think he quite realized how bald these were, but we got him on some new Cooper Pro Control tires. So this VW will be nice and safe going into the weather of snow. We've already gotten some first snowfalls. I think Kenosha, Wisconsin or something like that just got pounded with like a foot of snow. Chicago just got hit with like a foot plus of snow. So snow is around the corner. Hit me up for wheels, tires, suspension, leveling kits. But let's at least make sure you're safe with, at minimum, tires. All right, so here we are getting back into the swing of things. Got this. Oh goodness, I don't even remember what year this thing is. 2018, 2017, 15, 16, something like that. Chevy 1500 coming in, getting a new leveling kit put in. So we're doing, give me a second. So we're doing this Ready Lift 2.25 inch leveling kit for 07 to 18 Chevy 1500s. Couple people around here basically bought and sold this truck, and the new owner wants to level it out just a little bit more. I think he's going to keep these wheels and tires for a little while, but let's pop this off, get these replaced, show you guys the process. All right, so of course we never filmed it. It is what it is. We popped off this ball joint, unbolted the bottom, the top, pushed it out. No big deal. We have a new, I don't know, roughly 1/4 inch spacer down here. And then you probably got your inch-ish spacer, maybe 1.5 inch spacer up there. I never measured them, so I don't know exactly, but it's all back together. Now we're just waiting on a sway bar link because the sway bar link was MIA, and then we send it out to alignment. So yeah, it's all buttoned up. One thing I do want to quick mention on this video is if you ever do a leveling kit or a lift kit or any of that type of stuff, you will know if it needs a leveling kit. Sorry, if you do a leveling kit, it will automatically need an alignment. If you ever had one done or whatever and you didn't get an alignment, you'll know right away because this piece is a plastic piece from factory GM. And if it's not taken out when you do any sort of suspension work, like leveling kit, lift kit, new strut, whatever, that tells you right away that they did not do a alignment on it. So make sure you get an alignment on all your suspension products all the time. Even if you just put in new parts, do an alignment, because that way you know everything's tracking straight and doing good and going from there. So see you guys in the next video. So just made a video the other day. Here is another vehicle. This is a Buick coming in because they just came off some tires that were about half or a little under half tread. Coming into winter, it is always good to get some new tires. So we are putting on some Kelly Edge touring tires. We sell a whole vast variety of different tires. So we don't just sell our Titos, our Toyos and Falcons and all that. We do sell other brands if you guys need a brand for budget or for certain things, whatever. Got a set of Falcons right here, but he's getting the last one balanced up over there. But yeah, it's becoming kind of tire season around here. So if you guys need wheels, tires, anything like that, contact us and you soon will be on the lift and a video will be made of your vehicle as well. So stay tuned. That one will be a fun one to display later today or tomorrow. So I'm not sure when this video will go live, but this one is getting new tires on that, and I'll explain that in the next video. Why are you playing games? All right, so here's the truck all finished up. It currently seems like it has full turn, 2614 on 35s, full turn side to side. Obviously, it is missing most of the front bumper, but it doesn't look like it hits on the back, so don't know how that is. It's a big project truck, but hey, it is what it is. Everyone starts somewhere. It's actually pretty clean for what it is. It's just in a rough, but it's okay. Yeah, wheels turned out pretty good. They look pretty sharp. And they really didn't fight us going on. So they fight us coming off of 33s all the time. You'll see the videos in this clip. So yeah, it's part of the process, but it is what it is. All right, so while he's going to grab some 35 26s, I figured I'd make a little video here. We're getting followers, we're getting other sort of stuff. So a lot of people ask us what stands us out from other companies. And one of the main things that we can always say is we're not your average tire shop or your average performance shop at all. We can do everything from, that's a set of 18s, we can do 16s, 17s, 18s, that's a set of 24s, that's 37s that are going on 24s that are coming in pretty soon, 22 by 10s, on this vehicle are some 26 by 14s on 33s. We've actually done, I believe, these two rear ones before already. He's pulling off 35 26s that are going to go on these. We have another set of 18s in here, brand new, just got ceramic coated. So these are going to dry and we're going to mount tires on them tomorrow. And then we've done about 3 or 4 sets of regular tires lately. These are actually 2 of the tires going on those white wheels. And then we also have a full lift kit going on a full build. So we do a little bit of everything. If you haven't noticed, even if you have a brand new, say, 2020 Chevy GMC or 2025, whatever, 2026 GMC, the wheels, if you fuck up a wheel, scratch it, damage it, drop it, whatever, and you mess up a wheel, you're now out possibly a couple months on an actual OEM wheel. So even if you come here with a special set of wheels or a basic set of wheels, or you come here for a lift kit, leveling kit, whatever the case might be, we can take care of you. You don't really have to worry about having too many issues. Those are some fat tires. So gonna get those all set up. All right, go ahead.
All right, guys, this is Alan from KV Autosports. Hey, we have a guy that came in here with an older 2500. He's on wides. He's complaining about having leaks on his tires all the time.
All right, you're walking over here. You're showing them. You're on camera.
He's got a little bit cheaper tire here. It's the Venom Power, okay? We've seen lots of problems with these Venom Powers, especially when you have a really small bead like this. When you get it on here and you put a heavy load on it, what happens is it ruins the inside of the bead. We've got an example of it over here where this tire, if you look
right there.
Yeah, if you look, there's a bubble in the bead. And what happens is the side of the tire delaminates. And when it delaminates, then of course it starts causing leaks and causing problems with the tire.
Just tell us the remedy.
So what we did is we ended up having them go to a 35-inch tire instead of a 33-inch tire. This is a 35, 14 and a half, 26. So he was running a 33, 14 and a half, 26 with just not enough sidewall.
The other thing is the Venom tires we've noticed are blowing belts a lot lately. So we don't bash companies. We really don't do anything like that. But we do just try to tell you guys issues that are happening. We've probably had 6 this summer come through with blown belts and other issues. The company was really good a couple years past before we even started being a dealer for them or anything. Now we can get them, but mainly the only reason we can get them is to help out people like this that need warranties or need to get on a new tire or whatever. But Theory's coming in clutch with the 35, 14, 5, 26. So stay tuned for the next video where we show you guys mounting and dismounting these terrible tires. All right, so today we have a pair of 20 by 12 Archon wheels. Looks like they have some Nitto 420s on them. Putting them on some new Nitto 420s. He's actually coming here because he said that he's been having some issues at other local tire shops. So he stopped in here. We're gonna bust them out. We're gonna take care of them. I am a little curious if I'm gonna have to use our new bead blaster or not, because they're 305s. They have a little bit of sidewall, and then they obviously go on a 12 wide. You can see there's a little bit of width difference. So we'll see how they beat up. And if they don't, got this brand new beast to try out. We actually have a whole different reason why we bought this, but we'll do that in another video. I just took this first tire off, and I guess I need to make a small PSA for anybody who has dual valve stem wheels. So you have one over here and one back here. Don't put a valve stem in backwards. Just leave the valve stem out the back. It's not going to hit anything, especially on a 20 or 22 or 24. It's not going to hit anything no matter what. But this is meant to be put in the back. Most of the time we do it for beating purposes, but the other part is you are literally right in the drop center. So I have to cut that out, flip it around. It's just annoying, but don't be this guy. Here they are all finished up. So about to give them back to the customer. Those are the old tires. And this thing worked pretty dang well. So if you want to see how this thing worked, go ahead and look for the next video coming out, and you'll be able to see us blasting these bitches on. Now, something we don't see a lot is Volkswagens or cars in general coming in for work, but we're getting more into cars. We have no problem doing cars. This one's actually going to be getting a lift kit here in a couple days, probably a couple weeks, like a week or two, once that lift kit ships in. But he really wanted these tires on before he goes up north, so we did 17 by either 7.5 or 8 DTM. Basically, these are like your Sparco Terra versions. He couldn't get Sparco Terra, so we ended up going with these, and then a 225 17 Falcon Wild Peak AT Trail. So it does work. It doesn't rub. It does rub just slightly if he goes over a bump or anything, as the suspension obviously presses, but when we get the lift kit in, it'll work perfect. So it's dialed, and then like I said, it'll be back, and we will be getting it in for the lift kit. And now we're just on to the next thing, so stay tuned.
Go. Go ahead.